Narad has described Bhakti's external form. Now he is describing Bhakti's internal form. What is Bhakti? Narad says Amrit. Amrit means nectar. What kind of nectar is Bhakti? There is one nectar according to Ayurveda, Payomritam. They respect milk so much as the complete food that they say that milk is Amrit. But naturally, Bhakti is not milk. Then what nectar is this? There is one Amrit in Swarg, in the celestial abodes. You drink it and you go beyond death for a little while. So it will cure you of disease and old age. There is such an ambrosia. But even that Amrit cannot make you immortal. One day Indra will also die. All the celestial gods will die. So Bhakti is not that Amrit as well. Then what is this Amrit that is being talked about? Amrit means a cure-all, the solution to the problems. What are the problems? Anger, greed, desire, hatred, envy, illusion. These are the problems. And what are the solutions? That is the problem. The solutions are so confusing. Somebody says you do Tai Chi and the problem is solved. Somebody says that you awaken the Kundalini and the problem is solved. Somebody says that no, you do TM and the problem is solved. Somebody says no, it is Vipassana. And so on and on. But the fact is, the real cure is Bhakti, or loving devotion. What is the problem? The heart is impure. That is the problem. The source of all problems is the impurity of the heart. And what is the cure? The heart needs to be cleansed. The moment the heart is cleansed, all problems solved. And how will the heart be cleansed? Bhakti. Shuddhayati hinantaratma Krishna padam bhoja bhakti mrite. Shankaracharya says, the heart will not be cleansed except through bhakti. The Ramayana says, Prema bhagati jal binu raghurai abhiyantar mal kabahu na jai. The impurities in the heart will not go until we cleanse the mind in the pure water of love for God. That is why in the Bhagavatam, Vedvyas says, Dharma satya dayo peto vidyava tapasanvita mad bhaktya petmatmanam na samyak prapunati. He says that dharma, which is endowed with satya and daya, truth and compassion, is the highest dharma. Vidyava tapasanvita, that knowledge which is endowed with tapasya, austerity, is the highest knowledge. But mad bhaktya petmatmanam, without bhakti, even these two are not sufficient in cleansing the heart. And what will bhakti do? Supposing your mind has gotten 20% attached to God, that means it is 20% detached from the world. That means it's 20% cleansed. Now, if there's a 20% cause for anxiety, you will have no anxiety because your spiritual strength has increased. And you increase your bhakti to 50%. Now the mind is 50% attached to God. Means it is 50% detached from the world. Means your spiritual power is increased by 50%. Now if there's a 50% cause for pride, you will have no pride because that power has come. So bhakti is the cure-all, and that is why it is amrit or divine nectar. However, Kripaluji Maharaj, he says there's something more to it. God is also amrit. Amritasya vai putra. The Vedas say that we are the children of God. So here the word used for God is Amrit. We are the children of the Supreme Immortal Being. So Bhakti is called Amrit. That means Bhakti is God-like. In other words, Bhakti is non-different from God. Bhakti Bhakta Bhagavanta Guru Chatur Nam Vapu Ek. God is full of divine qualities, which we say godly qualities, Ishvariya Gun. So bhakti is of the nature of God. And one who engages in bhakti also will become godlike. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvair ganais tatra samasate sura. In the Bhagavatam, Vedvyas says, one who engages in bhakti will develop slowly all the virtues of the celestial gods. And one who doesn't do bhakti is running on the chariot of the mind, thinking I'm becoming virtuous, but not succeeding. So that is another meaning of bhakti, that bhakti is God-like. And then there's another meaning of the word Amrit is bhakti is eternal. In other words, it will always remain. You do Yog Sadhana, it will bring you into Nirvikalp Samadhi and the sadhana will finish. You do Gyan Sadhana, it will bring you into the Chitta Vritti Nirodh and the Gyan Sadhana will finish. And the Bhakti will always remain. What are you doing now? I am doing Radhe Radhe Swamiji, this is the Bhakti. So what will you get out of it? I will get more Bhakti. What will you do when I get more bhakti? Then I will do even more bhakti. So the same Radhe Radhe that we are doing right now, we will also do in Golok, in the divine abode. Only the intensity of the bhav will change. The Radhe Radhe remains the same. The bhav changes. There is one taking the name Ram Ram, and there is one Lord Shiv taking the name. He tells Parvati, Rakaradini namani shrinvato mama Parvati manah prasannatam yati Rama nama bhishankaya. He says, oh Parvati, if I hear somebody say Ra, I become thrilled that he is going to say Ma, Rama. He may complete one Ravan, but moment I hear Ra, I think, oh, he's going to say Ra, and I become thrilled. So that is the sentiment of Shivji. That is one sentiment towards Ram Nam. And there's somebody else just saying Ram, 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 Ram. So in the same way, the bhakti we are doing remains the same. But the intensity, the sentiments, the bhavs keep on changing. And this bhakti is immortal. It always remains. Hence it is called Amrita Swarupa.